So.
Okay, Louisiana beer reviews. We're looking at a beer from Shreveport, Louisiana. Great Raft Brewing's Old Mad Joy Baltic Porter. Then there's a skull with Indian feathers, but the feathers are made out of barley and hops, I guess. Yeah, barley and hops, so it's sort of like a Grateful Dead type thing. Bourbon barrel aged in the Pappy Van Winklle barrels, which is from Buffalo Trace Sazerac Company, a Louisiana owned company, just like this is Louisiana owned. Serve this beer at a chilled 52 degrees. That's about where it's going to be.
Yeah, I think so.
60 IBU, 10% alcohol, bottled on, wait a minute, February 17, 2017. So they're saying on the website it's a 2015, but they must have made another batch, huh? It's got the plastic
I
cap.
have no idea.
Made it look like wax, but it's plastic.
All you have, you
I
know,
don't think you're going to get it off.
all you have to go by is their website. The website said
2015.
it was aged in these barrels, 2015. This doesn't say that. So, all right. So this is going to be the first attempt at the old opener. I was told that this is what you use them on, is to open these guys, and I've never used it. So
Watch that glass tabletop. You don't want it to break. That's a Mike Pawpaw Peters Church of Sacred Brews production, right?
he does something to it. I'm sure everyone's going to get a kick out of this.
Oh, I had a few of those, and I had hell getting it off. I had to take a knife and cut the plastic off and then open it like a regular bottle. Because it's like really dangerous. That plastic is not wax, it's plastic.
Yeah, I can't get it to grip.
It's like a resin. And
Hold on.
if you take a knife and cut the plastic, it'll come off.
Yep, I think that's what we're going to have to do here.
You gotta be very careful.
Yeah.
It's like a safety problem. I think that these caps are not safe. I've seen people cut themselves.
Yeah, so we're just cut a chunk of that off. It did rip the side of it like it's supposed to do, but... Alright, there we go. I prefer to not do this.
It looks pretty, but it's hell. Okay, so Baltic Porter is a porter that's brewed with lager yeast, so it's a lager instead of an ale. And you got your Baltic Porters. Those are much lower alcohol than this. This is 10% monster beer. Kill the pour. Oh. Yikes. I never had Pappy Van Winkle. Wait, what am I talking about? I did have that. Remember the Lutherans? Oh, I mean, disregard that. Anyway, I've had Pappy Van Winkle.
It's Baltic pour, you can smell it.
I don't like that smell, but I'm funny like that.
I'm getting plums.
Man, we drank that port wine last Saturday. It made me feel sick. Oh, it made me sick to my stomach. This is making me sick.
Dark fruit, plums.
Yeah, it's like prune juice.
Let's taste it.
I'm sorry, but the smell is... It's strong.
Wow, this is strong. This stuff tastes like it's more than 10.
Okay, so the appearance is fine. It looks like some kind of old Dr. Pepper, okay? Which has lost all its carbonation.
It's thick. It's thick.
It's oily. It's like oily at the top. You know when you go by the drainage canal and it got like... But I see...
Yeah, I know.
And I got that like oily sheen on the top. But I see some little rumples, and maybe there's bubbles, I don't know, but it looks flat as heck. It's brown, it's dark brown.
It's been sealed, I don't know, I haven't lost anything.
See, the aroma is, ugh,
It's heavy.
I don't like it. But that's me, that's a personal, to me it smells like raisins and prune juice. Now, if that's what you want to drink, go ahead. It's your business.
It is kind of going along those lines. But I'll let you taste it.
Okay, so far, so not good.
I think it tastes better than it smells. But
It tastes like a fudge
smell.
brownie.
Yeah, it tastes and smells similar. I do get that, like I said, that, like you said, that chocolate that you get off of a brownie.
With walnuts in it.
Mm-hmm.
And coconut.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nutty. Nut oil, like walnut oil. A chocolate brownie or some fudge. Like, what is the fudge, like the fudge squares people have and they have the nuts on the top? Is that walnuts or pecans?
Around these parts it'd be pecans. Anywhere else it'd be walnuts.
Walnuts or pecans, pecans.
Pecans.
It really is different in the aroma and the smell. I mean, the aroma and the smell, the aroma and the taste.
Yeah.
And the body's medium more than heavy. You think it's going to be super heavy, but it's not. And I've noticed those Baltic, well, porters tend to be not so heavy. This thing's chocolatey.
Yeah. And I've never had Pappy Van Winkle before, but I assume there's some kind of a whiskey residue or bourbon residue in this. I don't know.
It says you're supposed to serve this in a very swanky snifter. Well, that might be a swanky snifter. This is not even a snifter. This is a tulip glass. The mystery lady's gonna drink out of this fence. Yeah, it's a pretty swanky snifter. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, 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 hey.
Pick up a couple more of those.
Where do you buy those?
World Market.
Oh, World Market has them? I've been looking for those dang things.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the little, I was given the little small snifters, those Diamore. Diamore.
I had those too.
Forget hop bitterness. Forget any kind of bitterness. This is sugary sweet chocolate fudge with nuts. And some vanilla. And some cocoa. 1 ounce.
That's all that's left.
1 ounce. I don't want a lot. That was like 4 ounces.
That's an ounce.
That was like 4 ounces.
No,
All right.
It was to there.
Yeah, that's probably
Down to there.
way more than 1
Maybe
ounce.
an ounce and a half.
Oh well, we get a little bit of the head. It's creamy. It's got a
You
bug
had
in
to have
it.
the swish, so you got the swish.
Got a bug in it. It's
I have it. Here's a bug.
it might be a piece of that plastic. That
That's
plastic.
what I'm thinking it is
Um,
too. That stuff rips. It's all over the table.
The aroma is offensive. I'm sorry. I hate the aroma. The aroma is garbage.
If you like plums that smell like they're rotten,
The taste is nice. The finish is sweet. It's very sweet, chocolately,
been
sugary,
sitting for a long time too. This is the first one I bought.
a little coconut. If you like coconut cream pie and fudge with the nuts, you might like it. I'm going to say A, but with warning. The smell is bad, and the taste is peculiar. But I'm still thinking it's a
Don't give
most.
it an A now. Give it a B.
No, I think it's a very tasty beer.
Well,
Just don't want to smell it.
I would have liked to taste this without the bourbon barrel in it. I like to always taste the base beers first.
Yeah, why can't they make a base version?
I don't know.
Unplugged.
St. Arnold put one out that we reviewed a couple weeks ago. It was delicious. It was fantastic. I would rate the St. Arnold above this.
They can make an Old Mad Joy unplugged.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do that.
What do you say? I'm saying A just because it tastes really good, but
Give it a B.
So you're saying good. I'm saying most excellent.
Well,
But then-
I think sometimes the whiskeys and putting it in these barrels and reusing stuff kind of changes the flavor of beer. I'd like to just taste the beer. I want to see what the beer tastes like. It's almost like when people take French fries and automatically stick ketchup on them without tasting the fry first.
Oh, like me.
Or if you did, if you don't taste your food first before salt it.
And I think a lot of people that watch are going to say, you're stupid because, I'm talking about me, not you. You're stupid because you're saying it smells horrible, but you're giving it an A. So how could you? I agree with what you're saying. I mean, it is, in a way, like, that makes no sense. But I am drinking it. I'm not snorting it. You know what I mean? So.
Right. Trying to get some complexities on it, see if this is something.
And I'm taking into consideration that maybe I don't appreciate, like, really fine stuff, and I'm not up to it. It might be above what I can conceive of as being good, so I'll take that into consideration. But I'm just trying to say, okay, it tastes really good, very, very good. So I'm going to say, hey, I mean, it's hard to sometimes break this down. And I don't know what you paid. I'm imagining it was like $10.99.
I don't know.
But it wasn't.
I bought this a while ago.
I noticed their beers tend to be a little high. The bombers. A little bit high.
Yeah.
That's why I usually don't get them.
I don't understand why they can't put this in a 12 ounce and you can, buy a 4-pack, whatever, and share it like that.
I bought a good amount of their, like, 12-ounce beers in the cans. They're pretty good.
Well, they make that Grace and Grit that everyone's all over. It's pretty good, too.
The Great Raft and
yeah.
Reasonably Corrupt. But this is one of their bigger ones. They're big ones. They're big boy,
Yeah, I had that Southern Draw. I bought some of that yesterday. It was pretty good. I really like that one. That's a hopped up pale ale.
Yeah, Baltic porters. They all. Which one was it again?
Southern Draw.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
That's very good. It's really great summer beer. With
Baltic
hops.
porter to me always has like a little wanky off flavor.
And their hops don't fade.
Like I don't know how many Baltic porters you've had, but they all, even the Centerbrook Cough, they all have like this like slight, something's like fishy about it. And I mean literally like the Baltic Sea, and there's a lot of fishing, and there's a lot of like fish oil. And I can remember as a little kid, my mother would make me drink, I guess you're drinking it, a teaspoon of cod liver oil. And that was like to make you like healthier or something as a little kid. And so, it's like cod liver oil or something. It's that real type experience,
Yeah. I think it's when you're a kid, there's always something you get drunk on. You say, I'm never going to have that again because it'll make me sick.
But when you're 2 years old or 3 years old and your mother gives you a teaspoon of cod liver oil and says, take this, you do it, right? So, but it's such a distinct rotted fish matter experience. And these Baltic porters have some of that. It's something weird about it. I can't put my taste buds on it. Anyway, so you're saying it's just a B. You wouldn't want to pay a lot of money for a B beer, though.
No.
You can get a lot of B beers.
Well, when I picked this up, everybody was like, oh yeah, it's really good, you got to drink it up. And I was like, I'm going to shelf it for a while. Because I think I got it when it was warm, or it was just turning warm. And then I just kind of let it sit there, and then another one came out with a different color wax on it. And then another one came out with a different color wax.
It could mean something.
One with gold wax and one with white wax.
Don't you find it's starting to present a more coconut thing? Like more coconut. Now that can really turn some people off, because some people hate coconut. I like it, but some people just gives them the shivers. That coconut.
It smells better now. Maybe it needs to warm a little bit.
It's not as horrendous.
I mean, if you hold a glass like this in your hands,
it's not as horrendously offensive. Anyway, it is what it is. We just reviewing it as we have no kind of like
that whole
entrenched association with this company.
That whole dark fruit kind of rotting a little bit. It's gone away.
That is usually it seemed like that would develop more as it warmed, not go away.
No,
it's really weird.
It started to get more like a brownie.
It's really weird, people. All right, so Les Le Bon Temps Relais. This is a something beer. We don't even know how to score it. And y'all come on down to Jefferson Parish.